In this lecture, I will show you how to set up a very simple citation and references section. So the first thing you need to set up a references section is generate a bibliography file. So I'm going references. Importantly, this is not .tex, this is .bib. Okay, so now I have an empty bib file here. All you need to cite from a source is just copy it over. So I just want to show you, I have done a bit of a search here, and let's say I wanted to cite that paper in Google Scholar. Just click on cite, I get the Bibtex, and I just copy this whole thing over, and there you go. So at this point you can see there's stuff here that you can edit. It's the title. You've got the authors. Importantly, they're separated by the word and. So even between the first, the second, the third, the fourth, all of them have and. You can either do name, surname, or surname, comma, name. You can choose. And then a few other things like book title. If it's, you can see this is in proceedings. You can also have, let's just look at another one real quick. Here's a nice journal one. And if we copy this one over, as you can see now, we've got a few other things in here. Let me just show you. You've got the title, you've got the author, again, two names, you've got the journal name, and then you've got a few other fields that you can populate. They're all field name equals curly brace and then the value and curly brace. But at the top of each of them, you can see hopefully you can see it's got a link, a handle, a reference. So if you want to cite this paper, that's the thing you can use, and you can change this. So you can change it to just U 2007 or Sue 2007. I usually use surname and then the year number. Right, so this is our bib file. Just to show you, you can do the same thing in most websites, academic websites. Just cite, and then you do export to Bibtex, download it, and if I open it up, just want to show you, this is what comes up. Some of them actually contains the abstract as well, which I normally delete. So just going in here, I can now paste that as well. As you can see, the abstract sometimes causes chaos because the abstract may concern a percentage or may contain a percentage, and you can just remove it using a \%. Or as I say, I normally just wipe them completely from the record. So just delete the last item in that. All right, so now we have three references or three items in our references file, and now we want to cite it. So what you need to do to cite it is to say cite curly brace, and now you can see it's popping up with my, in fact this here has 4 references. So I can cite, let's say we want to cite Haydari, and then we want to write that in a sentence. So according, or the value is equal to yep. And now if I press compile, I'm going to get an error. The reason is I'm citing, but I haven't told LaTeX yet how to cite. You can see, hang on, we don't know what you're trying to do. And it says, what is that? It doesn't know what it means. Alright, so what we have to do, two things. Right at the end, we have to add a bibliography style. And for now, I'm just going to stick to plain. This can be IEEE, it can be Elsevier, can be MTDI, whatever you want to choose. APA, you choose a bibliography style, and then you just have to say bibliography, and bibliography actually means references in this case. So the thing that you put in here is just the file name of the file that you just created. So the file was called references. You don't have to add the .bib, and if I compile now, it will spit out a, there we go, and that's the references. As you can see, that's not formatted too well, but formatting references is something you can Google. There are tons of ways to format. Normally you may want to include something called, just for reference, use package natbib, and they package natbib, there we go. They do a lot of referencing and extra stuff, so you can use APA here, for example, etc. But there are numerous ways. You can also change this to be the surname and the name by just changing the bibliography style, and that should really do it. As you can see, here are 3 examples of document classes and their matching bibliography styles. In some cases, you may have to download the style from the journal website.